I have absolutely no doubt that the necklace has to be with Purva.
So you went and told your mother about it?
What gives you the right to raise your hand to my daughter?
She might be your daughter, but before she sees my wife, which gives me the right to treat her the way I want to.
Right. Do you even understand the meaning of the word? Purva is the only person who has the right to the necklace, and there is no need for you to show your misogyny in this house. It is not going to be accepted.
Mother, I'm telling you right now not to get involved in our private affairs. As far as I'm concerned, the only person that Sanju gets married to will wear it. That woman, on the other hand, is not allowed anything in this house.
Manjula, please calm down.
Vidant?
I knew that you would come back.
Come back? There's no way I would ever leave you.
Thank you.
Are you feeling better now?
Yes. I'm sorry.
No, relax. You must lie down, Doctor. You must have had a very adventurous honeymoon because you're exhausted.
Come, Dr. Astana, please. How did I get here?
It's because you're married. You only passed out because of unnecessary stress. I say give it 24 hours and you'll be absolutely okay.
No, Dr. Astana, I've got appointments. And I took a few days off, I'll be fine.
Vedant, you're a person and not a robot. You need to rest for a bit.
Sir, I will rest at home. Right now, my patients need me here.
You never get any rest at home.
Meaning?
You're not a doctor today. You're a patient. Is that okay, Dr. Astana?
Of course.
All right. You are going to rest at the hospital today, and you're going to leave your patients to Dr. Astana. And I'm going to cancel all of your appointments for tomorrow. Okay? Doctor's order. Please rest now.
Is everything fine at home, Dr. Vidant? You can tell me.
Things are okay.
Okay, good. You can only go back to work after resting for 24 hours, okay?
When a husband and wife go on holiday, he puts up with his wife's whims and she takes his luggage.
Actually, I'm not going to come back here, so I've packed all my things.
When on earth are you going to stop sneaking into your own house like a thief? Take this, toffee.
If you keep doing this to me, you will give me diabetes.
Please stop being ridiculous and saying things like that.
Vidant, tell me, how was your honeymoon?
Vidant, I want to know what you brought back for me. And where could Purva be?
Didn't she come home?
First you sneak around here like a thief, and then before we know it, you are caught up in your thoughts again. What's wrong?
Sanju, Radhika, I need to talk to grandmother in private.
Tell me, what's going on?
Grandma, I couldn't bring Purva home.
I just want to tell you that if you have planned a surprise for me, then it's already been spoiled. because Purva is waiting for you, and she is in your bedroom.
I have signed the divorce papers.
If you have already signed them, why did you come back?
That's it. It is your attitude that is your problem. Vidant, you can't expect to be right all the time. And what you told that reporter the other day was a lie. There's no husband in the world that would ever do the things you have done for me. Listen, I know that there's no way I can claim to be as ethical as you are, but that does not mean for a moment that I'm a selfish girl who only thinks ever about herself.
Purva, whatever I said to you that day was said out of anger. And if I have hurt you in any way...
The first problem the two of us have is that we don't know each other. We just keep assuming things. And I think I've also figured out the second problem. You always want to do the right thing, but when you do try to do it, you always end up doing it very badly. In short and simple terms, you are a man who's full of good intentions. The thing is, your execution is bad.
Then tell me what I did wrong. I did what you wanted me to do. You wanted to get divorced, so I signed the divorce papers. Tell me what was wrong about that.
If you didn't care what was right or wrong, then why on earth did you leave the train tickets there? What did you think? Did you ever wonder about what would happen to me? Huh? Surely you thought of giving me another option. Is that what you thought?
Purva, I did what I thought was right at the time.
And that's exactly what I'm saying to you. You always claim that you understand the other person's perspective, but you never seem to understand that not everybody likes the way you go about things, Vidant.
Purva, I'm sorry, but what is it you think went wrong? Everything I did was for you.
Yes, I know that everything you did was for me. You earned some brownie points, but you didn't even give me a chance to say thank you for it. Look, I understand that you and I agreed to go our different ways, but you could have at least made the effort to say goodbye to me before you went on your way. But no, instead of doing that, you handed me a train ticket. You became the hero and made me look like a villain.
Purva, I think you've misunderstood this.
There's one thing I want to know, and that's why you decided to leave the train ticket there. Vidant, I'm talking to you, so could you please look at me? I asked you a question, Vidant. Why did you just leave the train ticket there? Just be honest and tell me why you left the train ticket there. I'm going to keep asking and asking until you actually tell me why you did that.
Because I wanted you to come back.
I wanted a divorce, and you listened to me. All you wanted was for me to come back home, and I listened to you. But what now?
You told me that.
This is your decision to make, Vidant. The two of us live in different worlds. Everybody, especially your grandmother, says that you are like a god. But I'm not a goddess, I am a modern woman. And I remember you writing that. There's no point in holding on relationships when they become a liability. So then, how are you going to handle this relationship? I can't figure out how you will do that. Answer me, Vidant. How are you going to handle all of this? Why won't you say something?
What? Are you going to be up all night? Aren't you all tired?
We'll go to bed. Will you two please go to bed? Listen, I need to talk to you.
Yes.
I think that Mother is right. Purva is the oldest daughter in this family. Please give her the necklace.
I did that to remind you that you have a biological son. His wife is going to get that necklace. I won't give it to an outsider. And that little brat is not part of this family. And his wife isn't our daughter.
You're quite right. Because she was already in a relationship and supposed to get married to somebody else.
But he gave her up at the last moment.
You're right. She only got herself embarrassed. And now, on top of that, she's brought disgrace onto the family.
The San Giovanni mansion has a reputation to maintain. I won't let anything ruin it. I'm not going to let that woman live in our house.
The two of us live in different worlds. Everybody, especially your grandmother, says that you are like a god. But I'm not a goddess. I am a modern woman. How are you going to handle this relationship? I can't figure out how you will do that.
That brat is still fast asleep.
Can you please let it go?
Did I ask you to speak, huh? You will go and ask that orphan if his beloved wife is ready to come out of the room or not. Come, orphan!
Please, just let it be. They've only just been married, and already you...
If they don't come down now, then when will they? I was also new bride once. Don't I look after the family?
I was hoping to wake up to the sweet, beautiful melody of hymns and chants today. But instead of that, I woke up to a commotion being caused because of the new bride. Oh my, I can't believe it. My ears are ringing now. Come on, Ramesh. What kind of a morning is this? No tea, no breakfast. Oh, are these the kind of values she grew up with? That's completely unacceptable. No?
Yes, Father?
Is your wife awake yet? Or as I've been suspecting, she's still sleeping like a log?
What do you need Purva for?
I wanted to ask her who I should cast my vote for in the upcoming elections. Tea. I would like tea.
But the tea is already here, Father.
Tea and breakfast for the whole family, right away. And if all she wants is free food, then tell her where the door is. If she wants to live here, she has to abide by my rules and regulations. She has to do everything I tell her to. Go and tell your dear wife that.
Would somebody like to tell me what's going on here? Huh? What is the breaking news? Mother wants to know.
Purva?
You don't need to repeat what your father said. I heard every one of his orders loud and clear. So this means that if I want to live here, I'm going to have to make tea and breakfast every day.
Purva, I'll be clear if I have something to share with you. Have I given you any terms and conditions?
Before you say anything, I want to make one thing very clear. There is a huge difference between fulfilling responsibilities and imposing responsibilities on someone, Vidant. I know how to fulfill my responsibilities, but if I am forced to do anything I don't need to do, I will not accept that.
I understand the perspective you have on life. What did I impose on you?
You didn't. But it was actually your decision to make me live in this house. Before this, I even asked you if you would be able to handle this relationship. and accept me exactly the way I am.
I will handle everything. I agree that it is unfair to force you to do something you don't want to do. Nobody will force you to do any chores around here.
Are we also going to force her to do all of the household chores? I don't understand why all of you are in such a hurry to give her a responsibility. She's not going anywhere.
But who knows, Mother? She has already been a runaway bride once in her life. You never know when she might want to run away again.
Mother, stop beating around the bush and get to the point. If she's living here, she'll have to do housework. I'm not running a charity here.
No, Father. Purva is not going to do any chores.
Did you hear that? Did you just hear what he said? Purva's not going to do any household chores. You kept on indulging his wife. This is what you get in return.
Father, look. Do you accept Purva as a daughter of this family?
Do I look like I've lost my mind? Of course not.
Then I want you to tell me why my wife should do any work here.
Vidant is absolutely right.
What do you mean he's right, Ma? Haven't we already dealt with enough embarrassment without accepting her as part of our family? And now you want us to accept her, which is only going to make things worse.
Aunt, look. That means that Purva is also right. She's not going to do any work in this house.
She hasn't even barely set foot in this house. And you're already rebelling against us. I've clearly made a mistake. Everyone listen to me carefully. The only time food will be cooked in this house is when Purva realizes her mistake and makes food for everyone.
Ramesh, why are you behaving like a little child?
I'm not behaving like a child at all. I made a decision for this family.
Gomti, why don't you have some lemon water? I know it will make you hungry, but it is also going to give you some strength.
Oh goodness, when are you going to understand? Drinking lemon water on an empty stomach won't make you strong. It's actually very bad for you.
I've called you so many times. How are you feeling now?
Hello?
Hello? Mrs. Tripathi. I'm so sorry. I just thought that...
Listen, please will you call me Purva instead?
Yes, actually, I'm Dr. Rashmi. I'm a part of Dr. Vidant's team. Congratulations on your wedding, Mrs.
Purva.
Yes, sorry, Purva. I was just calling to ask if Dr. Vidant is okay. Is he alright?
Alright? What's wrong with him?
That's what I thought. I knew you wouldn't tell any of his family. That's one thing I don't like about him. He never tells anyone when there's something wrong with him.
Sorry, I don't understand.
He drove non-stop from Jaipur for 13 hours so that he could perform an operation.
13 hours? Were there no other doctors who could do it?
An emergency operation. And the patient's husband was already irritated. And Dr. Vidant is the only doctor he trusts.
So he drove through the night so that he could get to the hospital? Because those are his ethics. Dr. Vidant is a man of his word.
Yes, soon after he came. He needs complete bed rest for a minimum of 24 hours. He looks after everyone, but he doesn't take time out for himself. I'm glad you answered the call, Purva. Please will you take care of him? He shouldn't take on too much stress.